human rights groups in the U.S. have criticized the Chinese Communist Party, CCP's clampdown on Zion Church, where numerous pastors and church leaders have been detained. Zion Church issued a statement on October 12th. Since October 9th, the relevant Chinese government departments have launched a sweeping operation across Beijing, Shanghai, Zhejiang, Shandong, Guangdong, Guangxi, and Hainan, arresting pastors, ministers, and members of Zion Church. More than 30 church leaders and believers have been detained or disappeared. Worship venues have been raided and sealed, properties confiscated, and family members harassed. This latest campaign of repression flagrantly violates Article 36 of the Constitution of the People's Republic of China, which guarantees freedom of religious belief, and blatantly contravenes Article 18 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, both of which affirm freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. Such systemic persecution is not only a desecration against God's church, but also an open affront to the international community. Ezra Jin Mingri, pastor of the Zion Church, was detained at his home in Beihai, a city in southeast China's Guangxi province, on October 10th. Ezra's daughter, Grace Jin, said the family settled in the U.S. in 2018 after the CCP launched a nationwide campaign targeting many underground churches in China, but his father chose to return to China to be with the church. Grace believes the CCP's latest campaign was due to Zion Church's growing influence, deemed a threat to its rule. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the church experienced a surge in membership to 5,000 from 1,500 in 2018 after it began hosting online prayer sessions due to COVID-19 restrictions. Dr. Bob Fu, founder and president of ChinaAid, said more than 30 pastors, ministers, and Christian leaders have been arbitrarily detained, disappeared, or placed under house arrest. Their homes and worship venues have been ransacked, property confiscated, and their families harassed. The government's actions represent a direct assault on the fundamental human right of religious freedom, and a stark reminder that the Chinese Communist Party remains determined to eradicate any form of independent civil faith community that does not submit to state control. He called for the immediate release of those detained and for the United States government, allied nations, and international institutions, including the UN Special Rapporteur on Freedom of Religion or Belief, to demand accountability and raise this issue at the highest diplomatic levels. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio condemned the CCP's detention of the pastors and church leaders. This crackdown further demonstrates how the CCP exercises hostility towards Christians who reject party interference in their faith and choose to worship at unregistered house churches. We call on the CCP to immediately release the detained church leaders and to allow all people of faith, including members of house churches, to engage in religious activities without fear of retribution.